down here at Visions. Look at these
candles and jewelry.
beautiful candles. I'm going to zoom in so you can see the cauldron candles are amazing. So I'm going to zoom out now so we can meet the lovely ladies behind it.
I'm Patricia.
So tell me about your candles.
Well, they're palm wax. They crystallize and marbleize naturally. They burn a little longer than soy wax, and they hold fragrance really well.
Oh, wow. So I didn't even know there was a palm wax.
Yeah.
We started using, you know, obviously the beeswax or the lanolin in the beeswax, and wow. So I'm going to get a little closer.
Yeah, please do.
And do you mix your own scents for them?
Mix our own scents and, of course, the colors.
Oh, so you can actually see how it crystallizes.
Yes.
How beautiful does that look, like little tiny gemstones in the candles? And I know we don't have smell-o-vision, but oh wow, I see what you mean. You can actually smell. Oh, they're beautiful.
Well, thank you so much.
And beautiful jewelry. Do you do your own wire wrapping?
Yeah, I do the jewelry.
Awesome. And are you online or anything if anybody is interested in buying your candles?
We're not online yet, but you can contact us through, what's our website?
Visionsinsightforesight.com.
Insight Farsight. I love that. Visionsinsightforesight.com. The candles are amazing. I know the video doesn't show that well, but they are.
We do workshops and classes also.
Oh, on how to melt, how to make.
The classes are on tarot and astrology.
Oh, wonderful! Tell me about them. Come on.
Well, we have one coming up. We have an introductory workshop coming up here in St. Louis on the 23rd, I believe it is.
Introduction to Tarot.
Oh, wonderful, ladies. Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
And I will let you know when the video comes out sometime next week on Magic TV.
That's wonderful. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I am here with the new Gretchen Wolff. And when I say new, it's because yesterday was her hand fasting. And yay! I had the pleasure of performing the hand fasting. And with Gretchen is Victoria. Victoria is Triple Moon's air caller. Yay! So, Gretchen, for those that have never heard of Triple Moon, tell us about it.
Triple Moon was started back in 2014. It really all started when Rev Thomas got cancer and beat it, and his deity used to call to him and said, "You need to do this." So we've been doing it ever since. We fed people. We've paid their utilities. We've helped them move. Everything that we do comes straight from donations. 80% of all proceeds goes straight back out into the community. All of our events that we hold out at our sanctuary are free of charge. We, without donations, everything comes straight out of our pockets. So we don't do this just to make money, because we don't make money off of it. We don't take anything out of it except for, the joy of helping people.
So Victoria, how long have you been a member with Triple Moon?
Well, I was actually oathed in back in March, but I actually met them a year ago here at Pagan Picnic, and was like, and when I came to Pagan Picnic, I was really looking for community, and I saw them, I saw a couple other covens, and just something called me to go, hey, go to Triple Moon. And after the first time I showed up, I was like, yep, these are my people. I'm staying here.
This is my tribe. I love Triple Moon. I love my people.
See, I have a shirt that says I love my tribe. I wear it every now and then.
You wear it more often.
So, how long has Triple Moon been going?
2014, 4 years.
So a full 4 years. Wow.
4 years.
And how many years has Triple Moon been coming to the picnic?
4 years.
Has it been the whole 4 years
I
vending?
So. I believe so. I believe this is our 4th year.
Awesome. And does Triple Moon do anything with the picnic aside from vend?
Well, This year, not so much, but last year we were both on the committee, so we, helped get everything rolling, got some vendors in.
And what about workshops?
Well, we haven't really done any workshops. I think Rev Don one. I'm not really a public speaker. I had to say it.
I didn't know that.
Well, I think workshops are really meant for people who are well versed. Myself, I am still learning, so I don't think I would be best at that. If somebody asked me a question, I would try my best to answer them or point them in the right direction.
Awesome. That's awesome. So Triple Moon has a store online.
tmm-s.org.
What can they find on there?
They can find just about anything pagan related. We just received our 501c3 standing at the beginning of maybe the end of last year. We received that for the state of Missouri.
And are there other Triple Moon ministries?
There is one other Triple Moon ministry, Connecticut Mystic. She moved, so I don't know where she's located. It's in Connecticut.
Awesome. That's fantastic. So,
Sorry.
pictures are taken this year at the Pagan Picnic by Reverend Tom.
Pictures have been taken by several of us. Reverend Thomas, myself, her wife, Shaylin, Kayla.
Awesome.
So we've all been pretty much involved in that.
So Triple Moon, aside from vending and doing everything for the community, busy, busy, busy.
Busy, busy, busy.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you ladies for being with me today.
Well, thank you very much for
You're
pouring.
welcome. And now we are with the beautiful Belladonna LaVeau and the very handsome Dusty Dionne from ATC. They have been traveling since April
15th.
Oh, it's been the 15th. See, I've been saying the 22nd, so I'm a week behind.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what you're traveling for.
Oh, for the World Love Tour. Demeter has a message for everybody about how to take their freedom back and about how to protect her earth and to save it. And she has asked us to go around and spread the message to everyone. It's a really powerful message about what you can do to make a huge difference that doesn't involve protesting and doesn't involve, aggressive measures. It's a real self-nurturing way to heal the planet and to take your freedom back.
That is fantastic. So you started out in your hometown of Index, Washington. We're here in St. Louis, but you've been to how many states and cities and places so far?
We've been to Houston and North Carolina and Bangor, Maine, Salem, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Conyers, Georgia,
Houston, Texas,
Florida. I said Houston, Florida, Reno, Nevada,
West Palm Beach.
Wow.
Yeah, and now we're here, and then we have to we're going to Missouri, White Ravens, Three Gates Festival. We're going to Arkansas directly after this. Then we're going to Ohio, Michigan Pagan Festival, Lincoln, Nebraska, Spokane, and then we're back home. And we've got a few rituals.
Thermopolis, Wyoming, but that's
Thermopolis is
for us.
That's our own personal pilgrimage. We always stop at Thermopolis on the way back home off of tour and do a cleansing and connection with deity and get the road off of us.
That is awesome. So now with the World Love Tour, aside from the World Love Tour at the picnic, you're doing workshops, both of you.
Yes.
What workshops are you doing this weekend?
We are doing
Thank you.
workshops to avoid the rain. No, the ritual got rained out this morning, so we're doing it tomorrow. Do you want to go back under?
We're going to go back under the tent, so we'll be right back, guys. So we are now out of the rain. I actually have two of these very beautiful shirts.
These
World
shirts
Love
are really
Tour.
important because not only are they pictures of, this is Demeter, obviously, but it has all the ATC affiliates on the back. But this shirt is what supports us on this tour and helps us be able to travel around and have gas money to be able to do the work.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that the things that we do with our own money, our own time. We're not being paid for it. And
2.5 months on the road.
is that how long? Well, it's going to be more by the time you do get home.
No, it's 2.5 months total. We left it
Okay.
April 15th. We'll be back July 1st.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It's an honor to be able to do it.
So before we started getting poured on, we were saying about your workshops tomorrow.
So tomorrow we're doing invoking as a form of worship. And it's about how you invoke deity and bring deity into yourself so that you can be a bridge between the worlds and allow deity to speak through you to help other people bring their message through you.
Awesome. And now, aside from that workshop, you're also doing the Demeter ritual.
Well, they had scheduled us to do why the ATC is important. And so we are scheduled to do that at 1. But we're going to condense that into like 10 minutes. Dusty could talk about it for 2 hours. But we're going to condense that into 2 minutes, at 10 minutes, and then we're going to do the Demeter's Garden ritual after that at 1.
I've been lucky enough to attend 2 now. I'm not going to tell anybody what we planted, what we did, but it's almost 3 feet tall.
It's almost 3 feet tall.
And it was from
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. So it's amazing when you talk to something and you love it.
We saw
and you
one
cherish
that was this
it.
tall. We saw one that was this tall
Wow.
today that was a month old, this tall.
It's amazing. So you're also doing a workshop tomorrow, one of my favorites.
I already know I did it today.
Oh, it was today.
Yeah,
Shapeshift.
practical
I did
shape shifting.
One of my favorite workshops that you do.
Thank you so
He
very
turned
much.
into a frog. It was very disturbing.
Oh no, what did you do?
I kissed him.
There we go. And now he's back. Look at him, he's back. No more frog. Can you tell everybody what practical shape-shifting is for them that don't know?
Yeah, practical shape shifting is the concept that we as humans shape shift all the time. We are never the same person in 2 different situations. We're different in front of our mom than we are in front of the police, than we are at work, than we are right before we go to bed. And I expanded it this time to talk about how you can shape shift into different energies of different animals to help you complete the tasks that you're doing as well.
It's awesome. So I have had the pleasure also of witnessing and being part of this workshop. Is there a place that anybody can go to join or to see this workshop?
Oh, to see this workshop?
Well, to see that workshop, you can go and check out Magic TV.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we have it all on film.
And it's pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome, I have to tell you. So go to Magic TV, type in Corelli Illustration of the Ancestors 2018, and you'll get to see. I'm going to ask you not to just pass it off. They are amazing rituals, both of them. Check out the Demeter ritual, check out the shape-shifting ritual. You also have a page up right now to help with your travels and stuff. Can you tell them about the page?
Temple of Demeter on Facebook. It has Temple of Demeter.
Oh, the Patreon.
The Patreon. Oh, yes. I just started a Patreon to help us with the trip. It's patreon.com/Belladonna LaVeau. And it has all kinds of insider information that I don't necessarily tell the public that is too witchy for public consumption and sometimes too embarrassing for public consumption.
There's a very nutty ukulele solo.
That's cool. And you have private videos that are made open to the public on there. We're not going to say what they are. You're going to have to just go and make your donation and figure it out. But that's awesome because, again, it is not cheap to travel state to state, town to town, and do what these 2 wonderful people do.
We have been blessed with people really appreciating our message, though, and helping us out. It's been wonderful.
They really have. It has. The Great Mother provides. That's what she says. The Great Mother provides, and boy, does she. She's really taking care of us. I mean, it's not money raining from the sky, but we've not had to do without.
That's the most important thing.
That's right. It's what we need.
Awesome. Anything else you guys want to add, throw in?
We love the Corellians. Hey, cousins!
Woo!
We love the Corellian family. We're so glad to be a part of it. Yay.
We don't get to see Bella and Dusty that often, being that we're all in different states scattered throughout the United States and in other countries, but we've actually had the pleasure and blessings this year. This is our third.
This is our
third time. And next week at Three Gates will be the fourth. It's awesome. It is so awesome.
That will mean that you have seen this ritual the most.
Yes.
Right now, it's currently Chip and Krista have seen it 3 times.
Awesome.
When you get to 4, we'll give you a pair of gardening gloves that Demeter bought.
I have my buttons, I have my shirt, I have my books.
Whoop. This is my book, and this is Dusty's book.
Okay, now Dusty did write this book as a kid's book.
This is a children's book.
Okay, I want you to know that I get a message from this book constantly. I don't consider it a child's book. It's a lesson learned book. It's something happens and you open the book and it opens to the page that you need for that spirit animal to tell you what is going on all the time. It never has failed yet. That is one of my favorite books.
That means the world
cool.
to me. I'm about to get weepy.
It is so cool. So when Dusty wrote this book, I started calling him Dr. Doolittle because it's like the animals knew that he was sharing their message. We went to this one Chinese restaurant, just to tell you one of the stories. We went to a Chinese restaurant and there were some pigeons in this open hole on the porch, and he cooed at them, and 1,000 pigeons came out of that hole at us. I was like, dear God, and we have stories like that. The animals just know. And so, yeah, he's like Dr. Doolittle now.
It's awesome because seriously, the lessons that I've had to come from this book are things that I have a problem with this, and I'll open the book, and that animal is the exact specific right animal for the lesson that I needed to learn that day.
That's incredible.
And we only realized it after lustration as we're sitting there reading the book to the baby. Because Alyssa bought her own book for the baby, and we put the book down, something happened. The book fell and opened up to a specific page, and she goes, see? Look. I'm like, okay, this became my go-to book now.
Magic is amazing.
And the illustrations are awesome in it.
We had a girl that was like, I don't know about this book, let me check it out. And she opened it to a page, and it opened to this page. And she immediately was like, oh, take my money.
Yes. Yes. And this is why I say it might have been written for a child. It is for anyone that needs to learn spirit animal.
Especially if you
and
have
why
attention
animal comes
deficit
to you.
disorder. Because it's not this long. It's reasonable.
It is.
You can get through it. You don't have to sweat it.
So again, you can find their t-shirts on the page, Support the World Love Tour. And the
You
books.
can find them on wiccancauldron.com.
wiccancauldron.com.
Yep.
Okay.
That's our store. You can find any of this stuff on wiccancauldron.com. You can come learn witchcraft at a legal, state-recognized school that gives out legal degrees from associates to doctorate.
And that would be
wiccanseminary.edu, Wolstenstein Theological Seminary. And then we've got Hecate Sickle Festival, which is our October event where we're going to be exploring the northern magics this year.
Ooh. So I know you don't have the card for it, but one of the ones that I'm dying to get to and make my way up during that weird Christian holiday weekend.
Spring Mysteries Festival is Easter weekend every year. We've been doing it for 34 years now, and it's a continuation of the ancient Eleusinian mysteries from Greece. The pilgrimage that ran for so long, that was such a big deal. That's where we got Demeter's message from this year. I was the vessel for Demeter, and she gave us her message. The gods literally walk the earth.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, in a way that you might have think you've seen, but I swear you haven't seen. It made me leave Georgia and move to Washington Yes.
Is that what made you pick up and go like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It is the most moving spiritual experience that I have ever seen.
I cried the first time I went. I saw Aries walk across the field, and I went, Bella, it's Aries! And she's like, stop looking, you're not supposed to see that yet. And I'm like, well, he's right there. She's like, stop looking.
But it wasn't a man. It wasn't a man dressed up as Aries. It was the deity.
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time I went to Spring Mysteries, all the gods just appeared as if from nowhere in the beginning of it. And I started crying because the presence of deity was so strong. And I'm an oracle. So when deity is present, I cry. And I could not stop crying. Like my eyes just leaked tears until I went to sleep that night.
Wow.
It was so powerful. I got used to the energy and could carry on. I mean, like I went to everything, but I was just leaking. But I got used to it by Friday, and you could deal with me. But it was the most moving experience I've ever had.
Awesome.
It's really
That
worth
is
going
awesome.
to. It's
SpringMysteries.com.
This is what I tell people. If the Eleusinian Mysteries were still going on in Greece, would you spend $2,000 on a plane ticket and haul your cookies to Greece to see it? I know I would.
I would.
But the good news is that it's in Washington State. You don't even need a passport.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And how many days is it?
It is a 4-day ritual. It starts on Thursday, ends on Sunday.
That's
But
fantastic.
we've extended it this year so that you can come early and stay late and help us do all of the rituals that lead up to it and all of the rituals that close it down. It's the first time
Oh,
we've
that's
offered that.
The
awesome.
ritual where we invoke Eleusis and then banish Eleusis, and we have
So there's things that
devotees.
you're opening up to the public that have never really been open before.
That's right. You're allowed to become a devotee of a temple and serve the gods in the temple, actually care for the deities and, help physically take care of them, which is something we don't really get to do in our modern day and age. It's a really awesome opportunity. And then at the end, we have like this really big drum circle in the Telesterion, which is where the underworld is. And we have a rite that takes care of the thought form that cares for that place when we're not there, feeds on vibration. So we drum for her.
It's the old powerhouse.
Yeah.
And so the spirit of that place is used to it humming from the generator that was in there. And through a lot of personal gnosis that you can learn if you come to the Spring Mysteries Festival, we'll tell you the whole story about Jenny, who she is, what happened there, and why we do it.
That is awesome.
Don Lewis, your illustrious, His Eminence, Don
His Eminence, the Right Reverend Don Lewis.
He came and he was like, why are we doing this? And I said, we do this because this is what the people want. They feel like there's the spirit there. And I hadn't really experienced Jenny yet. So me and Don are standing out there with everybody else, and we've closed the ritual down, and we're just about to leave, and nobody's in the building.
Because it's locked.
Nobody's close to the building. We're all in the yard away from it, and there's this huge boom where it was Jenny. And so I was like, okay, she's there. So
Very cool.
let's take care of her. And we have an offering fire. People give the goddess many gifts, and some of them can't be saved, like flowers. Or one time somebody gave her a yam, which was really cool. And so we try to use those. And the things that we can't use or save, we put into the offering fire and give directly to the gods. So that happens on Sunday night too.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so you can come to those. It's extra, but it's worth it. Yep.
Awesome.
SpringMysteries.com. Registration's open.
atcwicca.org. We have a lot going on for you.
Facebook pages, websites, aside from those two.
You can get to just about everything through atcwicca.org, but we are all over Facebook. ATC, Aquarian Tabernacle Church International, Temple of Aries, Demeter, Hestia.
If it's a Greek deity, we have Temple of that Greek deity, and you can look it up. You can also find Belladonna, LaVeau, and Dusty Dionne, and friend us.
Spring Mysteries Festival, Hecate Sickle Festival, they have their own stuff. Also, if you're local, come check us out at ATC Mother Church.
Awesome. Now, I know you also run a school.
I do. WiccanSeminary.edu. It's Wolstenstein Theological Seminary is what your plaque will say on the wall to impress your, other religious friends, non-pagan religious friends. But WiccanSeminary.edu is how you find us on the internet, and it is a college where we award degrees from associates to doctorate in Wiccan ministry.
Fully
and
state recognized.
It is recognized by the State of Washington Board of Higher Education. We have to requalify every 2 years. It is totally a legitimate school with real degrees.
That is awesome. I didn't know that you have to qualify every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Oh, yeah, we have to.
The lady this year is obviously not as hip on paganism as the lady we've been dealing with, and she put us through the ringer, but we still got it.
Huh?
Yeah, we still got it.
Well, then it was meant to be. Good, I'm glad.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
to
so
my
much.
favorite people. We love you. Mwah.
And we love you, Corellian world.
We do. We do. It's an honor and a pleasure to get to spend any amount of time with our Corellian family.
Love it.
And the rest of the pagans too.
And we get to see you again in Parliament.
Yeah,
So
Parliament.
again in November.
We got accepted for a workshop.
Tell us about, wonderful.
Yeah, me and Don and Selena
Yes.
Fox will be doing a panel where we talk about the future of Wicca. It's the coming of the next generation.
Wicca as a global religion.
All exciting and how
I didn't know until Don had said it that the three of you would be on the panel together, and that is a big deal.
it's such a big deal.
They're all pagan icons.
I got the email and I was like, oh my god, my workshop I don't think that I submitted this workshop. What am I going to say? And then Don wrote me and said that we were on the panel together. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, by the way, I added you to a panel. Was it one of those?
Yeah.
I love that. I love it. That is awesome.
It was great.
So if you find yourself in Toronto, come see us at the Parliament of World Religions.
And that would be
Canada.
November 1st through the 8th.
November 1st through the 8th.
Yep.
And if you
Canada.
get there on October 31st, I think that
we
the
can't
ATC
wait.
and the Corellians are doing an ancestor rite.
Yes, for Samhain.
That's
Woo,
right.
can't wait for that.
Me too.
Awesome.
That'll be a lot of fun. All of the rest of our family will get to meet all of the rest of yours, and it'll be great.
Awesome. Well, thank you both. I know you
Blessings.
must be tired. Everybody's here so early. Thank you for taking the time to be with us.
I was tired until you came over, and
Thank
now
you.
I'm feeling better.
Good.
We
See?
love you.
We love you too.
See you guys. Love you. Mwah.